Hey everyone. So some new revelations are coming to light in regards to the banking institution, these crony corporations, not just in Canada, but that are dominant throughout all of Western societies, that have been screwing us over economically and financially for far too long. Listen to this headline out of the Financial Post. BMO TD can be added to alleged foreign exchange price fixing conspiracy lawsuit. Ontario court rules. So, conspiracy, folks. It is a conspiracy, and you don't need to be wearing no tinfoil hat to suggest it. According to this article, the lawsuit was launched against 16 groups of banks and related entities in 2015, alleging a secretive conspiracy in the foreign currency market between 2003 and 2013. A recent Ontario court decision has paved the way for Bank of Montreal and Toronto Dominion Bank to be added to a lawsuit alleging a secretive price-fixing conspiracy in the foreign exchange market. The June 13 decision at the Court of Appeal for Ontario overturned that of a lower court judge from December 2017. At that time, the judge had dismissed a motion to include the two banks, as well as several of their subsidiaries, its defendants in the existing class action. Also included in the appeal court decision were some of the accusations leveled against the lenders in that class action. Associate Chief Justice Alexandra Hoy wrote that the lawsuit was launched against 16 groups of banks and their related entities in 2015, and that it alleged a price-fixing conspiracy in the foreign exchange or foreign currency market between January 1st, 2003 and December 31st, 2013. The statement of claim includes allegations that the defendant, including the proposed defendants, took active steps to conceal their participation in the conspiracy by, among other things, engaging in secret communications, the decision said. For the appeal court decision, however, the key issue was whether or not the claim against the banks was statute barred. The Superior Court decision on the matter from 2017 said the two lenders claimed this was the case under Ontario's Limitations Act, which states that a proceeding shall not be commenced in respect of a claim after the second anniversary of the day on which the claim was discovered. Hoy wrote that the claim against BMO and TD would be statute barred if it had been discovered before July 20th, 2014, but the decision said the plaintiffs' lawyers claimed they first learned of BMO and TD's alleged involvement after Switzerland's UBS, which settled without admitting wrongdoing, had cooperated as part of its settlement. Class counsel's evidence on the motion was that they learned of BMO and TD's involvement in the alleged conspiracy for the first time at the USB proffer on May 24, 2016, the decision said. UBS advised class counsel that it reviewed approximately 2,000 collusive chats dating as far back as 2008, and that FX traders at TD and BMO were among the persons participating in such chats. Hoy ordered that the plaintiffs, which included trustees of the Labourers' Pension Fund of Central and Eastern Canada, should be allowed to amend their statement of claim to include the two banks as defendants. 12 of the groups of financial institutions have already reached settlements according to a release from Koski Minsky LLP, one of the law firms involved in the case. Those settlements did not include admissions of wrongdoing, but are valued at more than $100 million. The plaintiffs had claimed damages of $1 billion plus punitive damages, the Superior Court's judge wrote in 2017. The judge also noted the allegations included that the defendants used multiple chat rooms with names such as the Cartel, the Bandits Club, and the Mafia to coordinate fixing of spot prices, among other accusations. The defendants' conspiracy affected dozens of currency pairs, including the US and Canadian dollar, USD and CAD currency pair, which is one of the world's highest volume traded currency pairs, alleged the Koski Minsky press release. Asked if the banks intend to appeal, a spokesperson for TD declined to comment as the matter is still before the court. As of Thursday morning, BMO had not provided any further comment on the decision. Hoy wrote in a decision that the lenders are free to pursue their limitation defense in their statements of defense. So as we're seeing, just more fallout, more ramifications of all this central plan, of all this cronyism, of all the the fact that we have such thing as central banks and banksters and fiat currencies that are allowed. Like, that's the thing. You think there's rules? The rules only apply to you, right? The lowly tax slaves and tax serfs and wage slaves in the country, whether it's Canada or the U.S. As far as these connected crony corporations or those that are part of the political or ruling class, rules don't apply, folks. And this is just the umpteenth example of that reality, where they're fucking constantly scheming to screw you out of every last dime that you hold or you may hold in the future. It's a free-for-all for the thieves, the parasites, and the ruling class, and it's a constant, non-stop venture to suppress or deny your inalienable rights and freedoms if you're just an average wage slave or serf in Western countries these days, which is why we got to push back. Doesn't mean we need to reinvent the wheel, folks. Doesn't mean we have to deny that we have borders. Doesn't mean we have to eliminate the fact that we have countries around the world. Just means that we have to get things straightened out as far as economic and social policies in our particular geographical land locations. It means we need to promote freedoms. We need to move away from this constant heading towards authoritarianism and top-down control and dictates and mandates forced and thrust upon the people, and move towards the other way that shows that their liberty is that way. Let's at least start heading that direction. I'll let you know when we get close to the point where we're actually genuinely acknowledging and accepting real individual rights and freedoms. And when we've reached that plane, matter of fact, I won't have to say a word, we'll all recognize that we've made it. I don't think we're going to get there anytime soon. I'm under no delusion as far as that's concerned. But we should at least start heading down that road. At least start heading down that road instead of going the way we're going now, which is the end consequence, the end result, that cul-de-sac at the end of the road we're traveling now. Yeah, you better believe it's not just a few pitfalls. It's not just a potential threat and a few dangers. I mean, once we get there, you'll see the devastation it's going to be awaiting us if we do get to that point. Like I say, so put the brakes on, head back the other way. Head back the other way as quickly, well, maybe not go too fast. Let's be reasonable, right? Think long term, but we at least got to, like I say, okay, don't pull the emergency brake on, do a full swing then. If you want to be more safe about it, do a 3-point fucking turn, whatever. 5-point if you have to, but we got to go back that way. We got to start heading towards liberty lives. We got to start giving people some social and economic freedoms that they've been denied for far too long. It's Canadian Libertarian, and I love liberty.